Hi everyone, and welcome to Ignite Website Marketing. This is your channel where I will help you ignite your website marketing through web design, SEO, and digital marketing tutorials and training. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below because I got a lot of great stuff I'll be coming out with in this year in 2021, and you don't want to miss out. And yeah, so today I want to talk to you about how you can rank your blog on Google. I did a video not too long ago on how to write a proper blog and research content, and I'll put that up in the card here, but you definitely want to check that out if you haven't already. So this is kind of like a follow-up video as to like how you can rank your blog on Google. So let's get to it. So the first step I want to show you guys that will help you drive traffic to your blog and get organic traffic. That's right, organic traffic to your website is when you're writing a blog, figure out what type of content in your particular niche people have questions about or getting the most searches on Google and other search engines. And so you can also utilize certain SEO tools. Answer the Public's another great tool that you can use when trying to figure out like what type of blog articles you want to write. So you can pretty much go into, and I'm going to put the link down here in the description, but you can go to this website and you can type in like a keyword that's related to your niche, and you can see what type of articles people are like searching for or have questions about. So say you, let's just say, okay, I'm a web designer. So I can go into this Answer the Public, type in web designer, and it will give me a bunch of things like how to do web design, what does web design do, how can web design help my business, how will a website help my business, how do I find a perfect web designer. And so when you click on these types, so when you get the results and you click on these type of questions people are asking for, you can pretty much calibrate from there which type of articles are, ranking in Google, or like not ranking, I should say, but people online are having questions, want questions and answers to. And from there, you can create some content related to that particular topic. Another good way to find high-ranking content is to like kind of go through some of the comments and maybe on other blogs or websites and just kind of see some of the questions people are asking in these comments when there's talking about a particular topic in the blog. Maybe some of the responses people have questions to certain things that were in the blog or certain things as to how they can get that thing for their business, whatever it is. Like I've seen an example on a blogger's website. I mean, he does a SEO, but he's doing a blog, and people were he wrote an article on backlinking and keywords, and a lot of people in the responses had questions, and they're saying like, okay, so where do I start with backlinks? What are some good backlinks to have for my website? What does backlinking do? How will that help increase my domain authority? So you could probably go into another website, maybe on dating, and see something. Some guy wrote an article like on confidence. Okay, so what are some steps I can take to have confidence? People might have certain feedback like that in the comments. So when you're looking through other people's blogs, just kind of see if you can find any questions that people are having in response to the blog, and you can write an article from there. Another way to kind of create good content too is when you go on Google and you just kind of type in like certain questions. My website is not getting traffic, and you'll see maybe a list of the top 5 or 10 results for that question, and look into those articles as well and see, well, hey, these are good. Maybe I can write my own blog, but using my own original like writing and content and keywords, and not stealing from theirs. And then make that, when you're using that blog, make that one 10 times better than the current article that's ranking on Google. So you can probably kind of look at it and be like, okay, this article doesn't have enough images on it, doesn't have enough backlinks. Maybe, you can add a video to probably make your article more appealing than the other current article that's ranking on Google. And, try to figure out, what can you do to make this better? And also, I forgot to mention something too. So in Google, they have a thing called the featured snippet, which is like the top ranking. It's kind of like, when you see the results, you'll see like a little box around an image, like a article, like a summary, have a summary to a blog and a link. So that's the featured snippet. So you can also kind of see, okay, what is it about this article that's ranking number one on Google? Click on that and see what you can do to enhance that and make that better, so you can increase your chances of ranking on Google for that particular piece of content. And if you can figure out a way to really, I should say, be creative and embellish the current, your article, make it a lot better than the other article, it can help you increase your chances of ranking for that particular piece of blog content, thus getting you more organic traffic to your website. That's right, more organic traffic to your website. Another thing you want to consider too when you're writing your blog is doing some keyword research and figuring out which keywords would go well with your blog. So when people are typing something in the Google search engines, and the fact that your blog has that keyword in there, you will get your rank for that particular keyword. And again, if you can write great content for the blog and include those keywords, when someone types in those keywords, that's going to help you rank on the first page of Google. If you just make a very unique article that is, has some great content, some great images, maybe some video, and the fact that when someone types in for instance, I know one of my mentors, he was writing a blog on dating, and he did a lot of research and everything. I remember one of his key terms was how to text a girl. And so he did an article on that, and he actually got into the featured snippet, with the keywords and stuff. So you want to figure out when you're writing your blog article, which keywords can you use in your blog article that will help you get organic traffic using that keyword once your blog article ranks. And I try to put the keyword in the headline or the subheader and mention it a few times within the paragraph or article of the blog, so it's on there. I mean, you can probably pick a few other keywords that would be great to go into your blog, but you want to make sure when you're doing this that you're just not stuffing keywords in there. You want to have it make sense to when you're writing an article on website design, or writing an article on wedding photography, or doing something on HVAC or something like that. We can find look for some of the top keywords that people are searching for, implement that into your headers and in the body of your blog article, and maybe come up with some similar image, find some cool images to put in the blog. And then one other thing I like to do is kind of put a key term, name the image as a key term. So if I'm a web designer in Phoenix, I'll name the image web design in Phoenix, or SEO company in Phoenix. That's what I'll title the image. And then there's an alt tag that you'll be allowed to put in. If you're on WordPress, you'll see when you upload an image, you'll see a little box for the alt text. If you're just a regular web geek, and you can add the alt text code and image code name into the HTML. But you also want to add another keyword that's kind of goes with what the article is talking about, through the image name and the alt image name. And you can start getting some keywords on there as well. And then finally, when you're done writing out your content and you research, okay, which content is going to work, is ranking well, I should say, and which content is not. And then once you figure out what you're going to write about, and you add your keywords, and you do a kick-ass article that makes sense and is really killer, and people are just going to be like, this is a thumbs up, I'm definitely going to make sure Google ranks on this. Well, they can't tell Google to do that, but you know what I'm saying. So that, but they could probably share it with someone. You want to one of the last steps you want to make sure too is to fill out the proper meta tags and descriptions. Again, like when people search for a particular thing on Google, the meta data is that blue title, and the description you see on all the search engine results. And maybe like when you're writing out the title, make it very captivating so someone like clicks on your blog. And the same with description, just do a quick summary of what the blog is about and what people are going to get when they read the blog. Like you can capture their attention using the title or description, and then make a little summary and be like, okay, to learn the best SEO strategies, check out this article. You will learn how to rank #1 on Google. Read more. Something like that in your description. But it could be different if you're a photographer. Maybe 5 killer wedding photography tips that will help you make elegant wedding photos. And then do a title, 5 elegant tips for making better wedding photos. Whatever. You can probably think of it. It's very easy. But you definitely want to have some great meta titles and descriptions that are going to be able to capture the person's attention when they see all the search engine results so they can click on your blog. So there you go, guys. There's some simple things you can do to help rank your blog on Google. And I wish you the best of luck. Like I said, if you haven't seen the video yet, check out the video I did on how to write a cool blog. I will put it up again here in the card. And if you like what you saw, give this video a thumbs up, because I think it's awesome, and I know you guys will like it too. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to a lot of great content again that I'm going to be releasing this year, and hit the bell for the notifications so you get notified when I release new material. Until then, I'll see you in soon.